expected locations on high pack based on what we're seeing on sonar?
Sure.
Sounds good.
Good.
Thanks.
They're saying given the viz conditions, we may as well watch the anchor and make sure it doesn't move while they're doing their final lay. What do you think about that?
I mean, we could go, well, yeah, I don't know. We could, if that's what we want.
So they don't need to lower just yet, if that's the plan. Just in case.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, understood, cable innovator. We will move back to watching the anchor. I think we agree. The closer you get to bottom, we're just going to completely lose viz. So we may as well be watching the bite on the anchor.
Yeah.
We're happy with where the mud mat is currently. The node is in no danger. How much ship movement do we have to do in order to get back to the anchor? And how fast do you think we could get there?
I don't think we got to move the ship. I'm just going to let go, let Argus swing, and then come back at it from this way.
Okay.
So I think we could leave the ship. I think we could leave the Nautilus where it is.
Okay.
Okay, I'll just be on the up.
I'm just going to let go for now, let us swing back. So you
Yeah,
guys...
and I'll just make sure I pull up so we don't bury
Sure.
Atalanta.
Yep. Okay, so I can disengage this.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
Let's head back to the anchor.
Leaving.
Yeah, it's almost better not to watch this side.
Yeah.
If you're able, what will watching the anchor tell us?
The big thing that watching the anchor, so we're heading to the anchor right now, and if we can see that as they're laying this mud mat down under some tension, we can watch whether they're actually pulling that anchor. So we can't afford scope-wise for this anchor to drag more than a few meters, so we're just going to kind of keep an eye on it, make sure if it doesn't move, we know the mud mat's in the right spot.
Because the mud mat is basically going to hold...
Attached to it.
Yeah, and it's going to act as a bigger anchor.
Yeah, so the anchor is secured in the mud, and the mud mat's suspended 100 meters away, and we're using the anchor to place the mud mat at a set distance.
It also provides the correct orientation angle for this mud mat to be on, which has to be roughly 315 degrees.
Dual purpose.
Dual purpose.
And will that get recovered at the end, the anchor, or is that living here now?
That's set.
Okay.
It's part of the cable now.
And once the mud mat is laid, then we lay the cable?
Yep.
Cool. Thank you.
Maybe let's do a little more delta just because I'm starting to come
Okay, sounds
towards you
good.
a little bit more. kind of going underneath you, and I'm going to come down.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Follow
only
my
going to be like
green path here,
300
basically
meters
down
into
to
the
here,
lay
and then
that
I'll
will
cut over.
happen.
Because I don't want to get
It's 3
anywhere near
kilometers.
this angled
It'll be
line.
lots.
We'll
So
just,
we kind of
I can
underneath
say
you
it.
for a sec, Gabby.
Okay.
Like,
I see you. All looks good.
Okay.
I thought it was only like 500 meters.
Gonna go down.
Heading down?
I'm gonna go
Copy.
down closer to the seafloor and start heading out to the east.
yeah, it's so.
Can you turn the other direction, Gabby?
Yes. Maybe not anymore.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up. I need
Okay.
you to. I
Where
want you
is
to come around the other way.
Yep,
Where is Herc on the
absolutely.
nav screen
Starboard.
here? I think the survey froze. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I need you to come. Yeah, I think you got enough loop there.
Okay. Sounds good.
I need you to do a full 360 action.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it's coming right around.
Yeah, I like that. That's the right strategy. Because once that anchor bites, they'll have enough scope to put it down.
Yeah. Yeah, we should be at the anchor
Shortly.
shortly. We look like we're about 40 meters from it.
Yeah.
I'm going down. You to come down as well.
Okay. That's your wrap.
Thank you.
I'll take auto head off in a minute.
Okay. Yeah, I need you to come down a little bit.
So we've seen some, looks like we've seen some movement on the road based on the smoke cloud.
Yeah, I think that would just be the chain slapping the
Okay. Auto head off.
slapping
Okay.
the seafloor as that mud mat took on the full tension of it
Yeah,
while 10 meters up, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, and I think that's why we were seeing the cable kind of kick up so much sediment.
Okay, so there's the anchor still sitting where it was.
Yeah, and there's our little mooring dead ahead. And yeah, anchor and flag right there.
So that hasn't moved yet.
That hasn't moved at all.
Flag's in the same position, mooring's in a new position.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Do we see the chain coming off of the anchor at all? Does it look now more taut than when we left here? I think it's all just set in. That anchor looks really set in.
I don't think the anchor's really changed much.
No. I can see like some...
Yeah, I think it might have started moving.
What's our heading right now?
Like
My heading is
a
yeah,
foot.
57, 56.
It's definitely starting to dig though, that's for sure. Yeah. It'll just keep digging in there as they're setting that mud mat. Cool.
I think the chain has definitely taken a new
No, the chain
position.
this chain
Chain is
straightened out for sure.
Straightened out for sure, yeah, yeah.
And then the anchor starting its digging process.
Okay, cable innovator, we are now watching the anchor. We're pretty stable here, ROV.
Yep.
I'm not sure how much more we're going to see this anchor bite, as you wanted to know. I think you can pretty much pull a bit more than you think against this anchor while continuing on your lay path and paying out. And we'll just watch it here. But I'm not sure if we're going to see it bite as you
I think
requested.
it's going to go in, it'll sink into the ground.
Yeah?
Yep.
As soon as they continue on their lay path a bit.
Yeah. I think it's going to disappear.
Someone on the innovator wants to confirm that the feed is still working for them for this operation.
Yeah, you can see where the chain was, and it's just
Yeah.
beelining now, luckily. That's kind of what... So we're pretty much stretched out on our road.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're saying they're going to do a continuous operation. We are on standby for you to be watching the anchor. Yes, we're here. Can confirm.
Can confirm. All right.
And we will radio in case we see any significant anchor movements.
I think you're going to want to begin the ship move first and then pay out. We should see the, yeah, they have a plan, I'm sure. Mm-hmm.
While there's a bit of an opening here, our shore team has responded, calling back to previous comments about the anchor being cute, that if the anchor will bite, that makes it not cute.
I don't know, my dog's really cute.
And your dog bites?
He could. He's a dog.
Okay, so the anchor having the possibility of biting doesn't diminish its cuteness.
Correct. QED.
Okay.
They expect to be 6 meters on bottom now, and they're starting to do their ship move. So
Yeah.
I think they need to have a good way in the ship move
But whatever. Yeah, I know. That's how I was.
What is the diameter of the cable we're going to lay?
It's just over an inch.
I see. Thank you. So for folks who are joining us,
Are they commencing at, okay, they haven't started their move yet, hey? Okay. This is where I'm pretty happy Dag put a 1/2 inch chain on there and not 3/8.
Go ahead, Bridge. Roger, thank you. Okay, cable innovator is on the move, bearing 315.
Okay, they're expecting to see a bit of an anchor bite, and then they'll keep moving the ship forward and lower the mud mat at the same time. So we are just going to watch the anchor.
Yeah, sweet. Be interested to know how far they move before we see it bite.
I know, me too.
Matt, maybe if you can mentally remember that distance.
Do you want to get ready to call it on radio as well?
Yeah,
Just in case the feed is a little bit delayed or anything?
sure.
So for anybody who happens to just be joining us, we are at Cascadia Basin and we are laying a cable. What you see in our view is an anchor, which is part of the cable lay, and we're going to keep an eye on it because we want to keep the right tension on that cable as it's laid down. And that should begin shortly, so we're just making sure everything's where we want it to be. Some folks are wondering what the mud mat is used for, and the mud mat is used to put tension on the cable and keep it out of the mud. Yeah.
Lots of times for questions. So they've moved over 30 meters, but yeah, the mud mat's probably catching up to that. I'm not sure how much we're gonna see this anchor bite. It should.
I think it'll be a while, so
Yeah, so they're saying that the time is probably the more important thing as it swings in that direction as they move, and then we'll watch for this and they'll lower. I think
yeah.
they've got a great plan.
Yeah, I like that. Just a gentle touchdown on the...
Yeah.
Just when the anchor goes whip.
Please no.
Well, I hope Dag attached that shackle properly. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna lower, I'm sure they're planning on probably lowering it down before we see this at this point. I think the anchor's set, but we're not pulling it any deeper into the mud, I think. Nothing, huh? I think I can kind of start seeing the road straighten out more. So I definitely think there's tension coming onto this anchor. I feel like I see this line a little more dusty occasionally.
I'm getting more dust in the Atalanticam, but that's pretty far away.
Pardon? Oh, can you maybe get AJ just to give us a put away or something? Not AJ, but someone, just to slap some food in a bowl or something. Thank you. It's hard to tell. I mean, it might just be moving so slow. I feel like that gap's gotten smaller, or our our angle has gotten different.
Do you think your eyes are going to play tricks on you?
Is it? Did you? Where? That I feel like it's definitely deeper into the sediment, so I think that anchor is set. Like when we arrived, it didn't look like this. It was sitting proud. So I think we're pulling this anchor in. I think that's a set anchor. I don't think it. I think we're going to see some big force before
There
we
it goes.
do anything
Yeah,
more. Yeah,
there it's
that's
got
it.
pulled.
Yeah, we've got anchor bite. They see. They're landing the mud mat right on. Wow. All right, they believe they have, well, they've certainly touched down the mud mat at this point. We're okay to go ahead and go inspect.
Okay.
They're proceeding with lay.
Okay.
Just gotta stand by 1 sec. Oh, well, that's back in. Yeah, it did. It bit in. Yep. So we're gonna, oh, sorry, let's wait.
Great. Well, there's going to be a viz clearing that needs to happen over there, but yeah.
It might not be that bad.
Might not
If
be
they
that
haven't
bad.
been pulsing, right? I think they dropped it pretty quick.
Yeah.
So they want us to start following to get to see where the mud mat is again. So this is a good, I think this is a good opportunity. We're kind of actually pretty well set up now. So it's kind of a good opportunity to keep us like in this kind of orientation. So I'll go fly. I'll try and see if I can follow the little track in the mud. Yep, we're gonna follow the chain. I'm gonna try and stay in the seafloor, and then we'll follow the chain, little, you know, the road. Hopefully I can see it, and then we'll just go to the mud mat and have a look at that. Yeah, we could try that.
Yeah, I think chat's better
Oh yeah. I
than
agree.
the radio.
Just,
Bridge nav.
I just don't want to give them as many decimals as we usually use.
Can we move 50 meters, bearing 300, please?
You good with that, Gabby?
Thank you.
I am good with that.
Okay.
Do your thing, and I'll just stay above you.
Okay, let's see if I can follow the little track in the dirt somehow.
Are you going to keep stretched out this time, or are you going to go back west?
No, I'm gonna try and keep it stretched out and just try and follow this line in the mud.
Okay.
So Nav,
Yep.
we're gonna get, once we have like the final position of the mud mat and we start following the cable, there's gonna be markings every 100 meters.
Okay.
And we need to make sure we're marking every one of those 100 meters and reporting the lat and longs to the cable ship for their lay software.
Okay. Sounds good.
I think I can see the blue
Yeah, the
M
M
still
still.
there. Yeah, it's starting to get a bit of dust.
I think in order to verify we haven't missed any of the markings, occasionally we'll ask for like a total distance from mud mat to make sure we're on the right marking, if that makes sense.
Okay, sure.
I'm sure I'm going to be able to follow it through the cloud
We're
here.
almost done the high intensity part. Once we check the mud mat, then we've got time for questions and stuff. Sorry about that.
No need to apologize. This stuff is important and necessary. Thank you.
I think I can just see the mud mat and the Herc mezzo. Not going to be able to follow the rope on the bottom.
That's okay. We have a pretty good idea of where the mud mat will be.
Too dusty.
That didn't work. Huh. Bring it up. Bring it up. Pardon? No, is that what that's called? Because it'll be very premature before we see the mud mat. No, we just...
So they've they've stopped the ship and lay until we can provide some coordinates to help with their laying software. So the first one will be the mud mat, which
Doesn't
we're
matter to
already
me.
approaching.
I'm good. We'll keep trucking along here. So I think I'm on the right target.
I'm seeing a couple sonars. One could be the
Yes,
node, one
one
could
would be the
the
node on the right,
on
and
the
then
right,
this
and the
should be the
others.
mud mat, sort of more or less ahead, just to starboard.
And
Yeah.
there could be a cable sticking up from the mud mat relatively vertically still. Just
How far along past the mud mat have they gone?
100 meters more? I don't know.
Sorry, what was that?
How far past the mud mat has the ship gone? Quite a bit. But we're finding that out for you, Josh.
Just so I have an idea of how far the cable's going to be going up.
They're listening. They're going to type it out right now. And then you're not following right on the lay path, no? Correct.
No, I'm not.
So they're over 100 meters past
Okay.
the landing zone. So yeah, that cable will still be coming up, but on a rather high angle.
Yeah, well, unless they've been paying out cable and got the belly going now. So I just don't know.
Can you catch me up?
Yeah, Nautilus is currently moving 315. We're trying, we went back to look at the anchor.
Okay.
Got to watch it set right in there.
Nice.
That's
Perfect.
pretty cool. And then now we're trying to find the mud mat, which is, I think, that target there.
Okay,
That
that's
cable,
gotta be the
they've gone 100
target.
meters, so they've laid the mud mat down. They've gone 100 meters further. And we're going to go try and have a look at the mud mat to survey in its final position.
Roger.
But it's pretty dusty, so yeah, we're making this move to try and pull Atalanta over.
Yep.
And then we can adjust from there once we get settled in.
Roger. Did we watch touchdown?
No, we found it up about 10 meters up, and then we decided that it was in a good enough spot. They wanted to actually go back and watch the anchor as they were laying it in.
Yeah, because we couldn't really watch touchdown, so we couldn't watch, because as soon as they got close to the seafloor, it just kick up sediment.
Yeah, Roger.
And then we couldn't tell how much they were pulling on the anchor, and that sets the orientation.
Sure,
So we wanted to go back and make sure they were really pulling on the anchor. So
But not enough to drag it.
yeah, it dragged to a few inches, which was perfect.
Ideal, yeah.
It's in there somewhere.
Raj.
We're about done with that ship move. Do you
Okay.
want to start going more in the cable lay direction now?
Yeah, I guess they're going to be 100 meters further down the path. I guess we could do kind of a more of like a north move, do you think?
Could do, yeah. Or do you want to go parallel to it now, like 315? Or are we too far away for that?
We might be just a little far. I wonder if we go north and then to get us up a little closer, and then we can start going along.
Josh, would that multi-beam be useful in this situation, or?
It would be, yeah. Just to kind of visualize where it is down there, but
Give us a bit of a spoiler before.
yeah.
Does it see forward enough to see that? What are we, 25 meters away?
I think all I'd have to do is turn.
Yeah. Oh, is that a node or is that a
We think
mud
we
mat?
think
I
that's
think
the
that's the mud
node.
mat.
Oh,
Oh, and I think that's the mud mat. I think.
I see two things in
Yep.
Atalanta sonar.
Yep, that should be the node and the mud mat.
Yeah, and I'm only seeing one in the Herc one.
I want to say that's where I am. That should be the mud mat.
Okay.
How do you feel about 345? 50 meters?
3, 4, 5, 50 meters. Sure.
Bridge nav.
Happy with this delta?
I think
We
so
have
for now.
50 meters,
Okay.
345,
Down a little
please.
farther.
Thank you.
You're going down?
I'm coming up a tiny little bit. I'm only 3 meters off, 4 meters off the seafloor.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the, I want to say that's a mud mat, but
We could open up that pie sector. See if we can see
Yeah.
the one off to the right.
that's true.
I wonder if you'd see the cable on the multi-beam.
There's also a sector width button on that.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Nothing yet.
20 meters. 6 meters up. Come down a little bit.
There's some, oh no, it's just more.
Seeing something in Tritech now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's some mud mat.
It's one of the things.
It's one of the things. Could be a node. Who knows? I don't think so though. I'm not in the node area.
Yeah, I think
Right.
that's too close for
Yeah.
the node.
Yeah.
Cool.
Pretty much like Herc's almost right on top of the LZ there.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, hopefully it's right here.
It's looking pretty lined up from nav and sonar.
There's the, in the meso, there's the node.
Yeah.
35 meters away.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Can you fire up the multi-beam and check, or is it a bit of a procedure?
I think it's, I don't know.
Oop, that's not a touchscreen. I think it's
Oh.
on.
Oh.
Ball's in your court.
How do I get it? What's it called? Sub-bottom. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Hey. Something.
Oh, I see something. I see something.
There's a cable. See that in
Oh,
forward
yeah,
looking?
I can,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh
so
yeah,
the
it's even.
cable's still going
not a
pretty
lot.
pretty up and down.
That doesn't
so,
seem like 100 meters away to me.
Yeah. It's 100 meters away with no payout.
They're just stirring up the bot there.
Yeah.
confirm if they
I'm not,
saw
I'm not going in. I'm not going to go in any closer than that until that cable's not there.
So, Cable Innovator, we just saw a glimpse of the mud mat, and the cable was still going up and down pretty directly to the ship with a little bit of heave in it. Might need to pay out a bit before we're feeling safe enough to approach. Or continue on the lay at least, so you can keep that tension. Whatever you need to do.
He hears you, apparently.
Okay, they'd like to know if we're comfortable with that position of the med mat in reference to the node before they pay out any more. So let's just do that in sonar if we can.
There's the node and the Herc meso off to the right, about, and then there's the mud mat. So the mud mat's in front of us, about 12 meters. Node is, off to our right, say, what is that? Maybe 70 degrees, 35 meters away.
And do you think you could get an approximate range and bearing from mud mat to node for us, Nav?
We could get out the measuring tool on the sonar.
Yeah, measurator. Get the measurator out.
I think
There might be a keyboard mouse one. I can take it here.
Yeah, I do it there.
Measurationals. Here we go.
Oh yeah, there's that little, it's a soft
T-square. Tape measure.
softer
Here we
turn, but there it is.
go. How about 33 meters bearing 7.9?
What's that?
Oh no, hold on. 7.9 is not correct because that's not
No.
off true. 7.9 plus 2.9.
Yeah.
So what's that equal?
It's 108, 110?
108, so 30, almost 38 meters bearing 108.
38 meters bearing 108.
33 meters bearing.
33
Or sorry,
meters
did I-
bearing
did I say
108 mud mat to node.
Yeah, according to the measurator.
That's measuring off the sonar.
That is very good for us. I'm very happy with that.
33.76 plus
plus
100. Oh,
plus 30. Yeah.
yeah. So 106,
106,
104 bearing. Okay, going back to Eng. I don't think I've ever used that measurator.
Yeah, very rarely.
You can confirm.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh, there's the mud mat.
Like said, sounds like a bullseye to me. It sounds like a bullseye to me as well.
Yeah.
There's an
I was like,
active cable right
And
there.
there's actually,
I
if
can see.
what I just saw there though is there's good tension on there. Right from that pivoting point, there's no hockles, there's no like weird.
Yeah,
Oh, it's yeah. So the BSR is going, moving up and down.
that's
Yeah, that's
great.
awesome.
Yeah, that's good visuals for them right now as they continue to do their lay.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I'm gonna come around. What do you think about coming around, trying to do
Well-
like give them a?
As long as they don't pull tension all of a sudden.
Yeah, we'll get a better position for them soon. But that looks
Yeah.
really good.
I'd be hesitant to go over that cable.
Yeah.
Understood. Yeah, agree.
This is where whoever spliced it, really tests it. Really tests in that splice.
Test your bends.
Yeah.
What's your range of how much that can pivot?
So I don't know.
Obviously totally flat on the left, but can it go vertical or flapped over the other way?
I don't think it flops over the other way, but that's, I think it pretty much goes straight up.
I think straight up. That's how it's deployed, right?
Yeah.
In that
Oh, yeah,
vertical
Yeah.
position.
Right, so it's designed for all that.
Yeah.
Articulation.
I think Nautilus is getting into a good position.
The most intense nav dives are the least intense video dives.
Perfect.
Oh, nice.
I'm
Thank
going to get the better one. Shot the better one.
Having fun?
No, why would you get the better one? Thank you very much for doing that.
I'm having so much fun. Thank you for asking, Trevor.
So
How's this dust?
They've paid out
It's-
15 meters.
It's like looking at clouds.
okay.
You know, you can find.
They paid. Sorry, was that 1.5 meters?
1.5 meters.
Okay.
So there should be less
Stirrup.
movement in the articulation of that BSR.
What's it called? BSR.
Well, that's what I'm just calling it. Home bend restrictor,
Bend strain relief?
bend strain relief.
That's
Yeah. Looks a lot like the one we have on Hurricane Atalanta.
Yeah. Wonder where they get it. So who's waiting on who right now?
I think they want position of this mud mat.
Okay. More than we already have?
Yes. They want
Okay.
a really solid position. Like 4 or 5 decimal places. Kind of solid.
Oh yeah, right on.
Thanks, Raina. It's in the goo. All right, where's that cable? I don't see it in our sonar anywhere.
I can see the cables still down. They're still there, but a bit lower. Just saw it pop out of the clouds. Yeah.
You want in here? Go to autos. Yeah.
Ooh, hot seat. Yeah, Raj.
Just careful, it did pop up once, right? So don't go over here.
At least once.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we got?
Just watch, there's that rope dangling in front of you, that
Yeah.
brown cord.
Yeah. That's the one we discussed.
But this is probably a
little
good
bit.
enough position, isn't it? Like, they just need to have a range and bearing to follow.
Yeah, that we've...
I think
yeah.
we were just dead above it there.
Not quite, but we can be.
They're continuing to pay out and moving forward, but they still are going to want that position.
You see the little dangler here, yeah?
See the
Yeah.
dangler.
See
Yeah.
the dangler.
Not going to get any closer to that. Okay,
That's
you
gotta
ready,
be good.
Lynette? Okay, I'm almost there. Oh, go, go, go. That's your position.
You look over it, yeah.
Yeah, that's all you get.
Okay, I'll relay that over.
Okay, I'm getting out of there. Oh.
Okay.
Just a sec, sorry. Okay, I'm out of there. I can do this. I can do this, and I can do this.
Okay, back
And-
row, do you have those coordinates?
Yeah, I've
There you
written
go.
them down here.
Okay.
Do you have
I
them
don't
as well?
have them if you give me a moment.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
Just pulling up the annotation.
I've lost visual on it.
I think it's fine if he's lost the visual
I
at this
hear.
point, no? They don't need anything from us
We
for
don't
the
know
time
where
being.
the mud mat is.
I don't think so.
This is a mud mat in its like perfect habitat.
Well, we're going to want to see what the PBOF inside of it looks like and all that.
So are we standing by in this location for now?
I believe so.
Roger
Because
that.
they're going to move forward with the cable lay. They needed this position, and then once we verify that the PBOF is all good, they should have laid out enough for us to start following the cable, and then they'll want the 100-meter markings along the cable relayed to them as we inspect.
Okay, so I'll stand back here until it gets a little less sedimenty and there's no tension on that BSR, and then we can approach and check it out. So standing
Sounds
by
good.
back here with visual.
Yeah.
Yeah, stand by.
So they're already continuing to lay, so.
Okay, so mudmat position, 47.74232150 north, 127.729.69631 west, depth 2664 meters, and current heading is 030.
ROV heading, but not mud mat
Yeah,
heading.
ROV heading.
Yeah, we'll get. I think we'll get a better heading for our loggers once we get down there.
I always love the millimeter precision.
Yeah, it's crazy. For my curiosity, when you take a position like that when we were up in the water column, does it record that as the depth, or does it still get the seafloor?
So I'm putting in the depth. I'm taking Hercules depth plus Hercules altitude.
Oh, cool. Okay.
You do that manually.
Yeah.
The way the dust hangs in the air.
When we were doing that, setting the anchor, how it was like that thin film of like dust coming off like a blizzard working its way across the road.
Mm-hmm. Looks like we're getting less floppage on the cable, which is great. I'm going to keep working my way closer, slowly, cautiously. Can you confirm PPOF is on the right side of this little pyramid thing in the middle?
Confirmed on the right side.
Can't see nothing. This is not moving with the current. Interesting.
Are you able to swing around to the right side of this so we can get a good heading measurement?
I might swing to the left and give you a 90-degree out heading measurement, if that's cool with you.
Over to the left is where the
That's where the cable is.
By left, I mean 5 more degrees.
I
So
see.
I'm perpendicular
Oh,
to the cable.
yeah, okay.
That way I'm not over top of any of it. It's pretty close, but I'll get a little closer before I sign off.
It's slowly clearing.
Yeah, it's really slow. Just be patient. Gotta be patient. I could probably take a little more delta, or less delta, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say.
Okay. I was trying to keep the altitude between 10 and 15.
Yeah, Roger.
Sorry, what was this heading?
Preliminary, 51, but I'm not sure if I don't actually trust that yet.
That would put us at,
Yeah, you're going to be slightly north of the 315 strike. Means the cable strike's going to be like 330 or something like that.
Yeah, just 5 degrees north of it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be more. I think I have to go to starboard more to square it up. We'll see.
our initial rough heading of this is looking like 141 with the cable lay being on a 135. So I think that's all within spec. I know it has to be within plus or minus 15 degrees, but we'll get a better one once we're up there.
If I give you some lights back, you'll be able to square your porch up
Sure,
using the
please.
down cam.
Yeah, thank you.
I see lots of wraps of PBOF inside the mud mat. That's wonderful.
My guess is 55 now. See if I can hone that in. Yeah, I think that's 53? 53. I don't know. Do you need, how precise do you need?
Pretty precise would be great, but
Okay.
that's a good first guess. That puts us at 143 heading of the first mud mat, and you know, it was intended for 135, and that's all within spec. That sounds pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, it's really hard to line stuff up with the fisheye, eh?
Yeah, it's all bendy.
Bendy. Upper, zoom in. Here we go. Yeah, bendy.
I think it might be closer to 050.
That would be even better. Oh, I'm sorry. I gave them the wrong.
Yeah, looking at Herc Zeus, that looks like we're square there.
I'm looking at the top down. Seemed like you could maybe, yeah, I think we're I think we're within the accuracy of our measurement.
Yeah.
Our instrument here.
Yeah, no kidding.
Within the precision of our instrument.
So that means the left would be facing off to, how would we do that math? Plus 270?
Yes, plus 270,
320?
something.
320.
Yeah, if we're 5-3 heading.
5-3 heading would give us plus 270, 323 heading.
You're almost able to see the PBOF. I gotta look at the porch for a sec.
PBOF looks pretty good.
We porched all the way in, and also we deployed all the beacons.
What's that?
Have we deployed all the beacons?
Yes, and then some, I think.
Why don't I porch in?
Why don't you?
Awesome.
Why don't I? Oh,
We've
'cause
deployed all the beacons
that
and
is in.
then some.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, and then
It's
some.
fully in. Never mind.
Now that we're here, could you give me just a bit better of a range and bearing to the node from here? We do still have like a...
Okay, sure.
You want to do that from sonar?
Here?
Yeah.
Sure.
Is that what you want, Nico?
Yeah, I think so. That's probably more accurate than the beacon.
And it's going to be that heading plus 53.
Oh, right. Oh, that's confusing.
30 meters.
30 meters roughly.
283.
283 plus 53.
No, 283 total.
283 total.
I did not know you could use that software to get a bearing. That's awesome.
283. What? Hold on.
No,
What
that's not. That
tarnation?
can't be right. Yeah, because you went from the mud mat to the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
did the
did
other way.
You did the reciprocal.
50 plus 53. 103.
That sounds right. At around 30 meters, that's great. All right. So the next thing they're going to want is for us to be following along with the cable lay, and preferably we can get the ROV like adjacent to where the cable is touching down on the seafloor,
Roger.
and then providing them with the lats and longs for all of these 100-meter markings.
Yeah,
I'm not sure
roger.
when you're going to be comfortable to do that. Looking left, I don't know what our viz is looking like down the scope of the cable.
Well, let's have a gander.
Dirk, are you wanting to do any more inspection of the PBOF before we move on? It looks pretty good. The viz cleared for a bit, and it looked okay.
I mean, sure,
Yes.
that's fine. Nothing really we can do, so.
Exactly. Yeah, we'll come back here later.
Okay, shall I try to look towards
Yeah.
the left and see what happens?
We'll look towards the left. Let's see what this cable's doing.
Still bouncing. Or what am I seeing? What did I see there?
Okay. Yep. Every 100-meter marking, all right. It is actually in, yeah. Sure, yeah. And then, are they currently waiting for us, or they're just going to continue on? What do you say? Connectors still on top of PBOF? Oh, that's good. Yeah, Dag, Matt, good pull pin rigging there. Didn't fall out.
Sure.
Okay, gotcha. So we're just gonna follow the dusty trail.
Dusty trail.
The steak is incredibly good. There's like these little tender steaks. So if you can scoop some more up, I would if I were you. Yeah, I'm good.
So, it's a lot of dust.
Yeah.
Found the dust. Supposed to find a cable in this madness?
It's gonna be tricky, but I'm hoping a lot of this dust is mostly because the mud mat did a big like, you know.
Yeah, right.
Maybe the
Hopefully.
cable is gonna be less of a problem.
Okay, well, let's,
Oh, Eddie and Matt rig, huh? It kind of looked like a Matt rig. Just
Are you
reading
starting
the
to
comment.
step in that direction?
yes, but
Ish?
only until I see the cable. I wanted to do it from the mud mat, but
I don't. Yeah, I
clearly
don't know if you're
cannot.
gonna see
So,
it.
yes, I guess.
Okay. Do you want a ship move?
I suppose. Is that cool with you, back row? We start the ship moving along?
Yeah, I think let's go for it.
Okay, let's start
Okay.
slow until we can find it.
Okay.
I mean, if
maybe
the whole
20
thing looks like
meters,
this, it's going to be really
315.
hard.
Yeah, that sounds good. Say again, Dirk?
If it all looks like this, I mean, we might have to rethink our strategy, but hopefully it's only this bad near the mud mat.
Roger.
Bridge nav. Can we have 20 meters, 315, please?
What is that? Why is that
Thank
above me? I don't like that.
That dust cloud?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
I'm getting out of there.
It's another one.
Yeah, I don't like any of that. I'm
Maybe
backing
it's
away
you?
a lot. Maybe, but why is there dust coming off the top of me?
It's definitely dust.
Yeah. I'm actually going to come up.
You might have backed up into some dust.
Yeah, I'm going to get out of this dust cloud. Coming up.
Roger, coming up.
As long as it's not like hydraulic dust.
No, I don't think so.
No, I know it's not.
Hydraulic dust. Okay, I'm 8 meters above bottom. Still dust, but it's not concerning anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably just cloud behind me, but
Just, yeah.
I didn't like it.
So the cable ship is continuing with their cable lay, but the more like the sooner we can give them information, the better.
Yes, understood. You're not able to draw lines in there, are you? Rats. Roger, just if you keep holding the mouse button or whatever. Yeah, it's a lot to ask.
Just sit there and hold the button.
Yeah, just hold the mouse for a while, yeah. Okay, so I'd really like to come back down, but I'm gonna go into this cloud of disaster. So how do I do that safely? Maybe I just go for it.
Is there any way, like I tried logging on to the multi-beam earlier, but is this something we could be doing kind of off station but with the multi-beam? Look at the cable. If we can see the cable in the multi-beam, that would be easy, wouldn't it?
Unlikely, I think,
Oh,
in like real time.
okay.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm looking at, and I do not want to cross it. This is really... Yeah, roger that. I'm really trying to stay this side, which is I'm way conservative right now, but I'm also scared.
Yeah, fair.
Hey, it's on this side of the cloud. I like that. Can I see anything over here? Let's see. Can you remind me where the mud map position is? It's
Right
a blue
here.
X?
Yep.
Thank you. Yeah, cool. Okay, a little less cloudy with the chance of cables over here. Let's see. Nothing in sonar. Yeah. I'm not really sure what to do here, back row.
Yeah, how far ahead of us is the cable ship?
They're pretty far ahead. I just based on that
Yeah, I mean,
video, but I don't know.
yeah, I can't give you any more information on how this cable is coming off the back of that ship.
Yeah, of course. Okay, there's no dust over here. This is a safe spot.
just, can we see if we can see a cable in sonar or something? I don't know.
Can't see anything in sonar yet.
I think we can, it's probably going to be fairly reliably on the lay path though.
Yeah, if anyone sees anything, just holler. Yeah, I feel like I'm right on it right now, according to the lay path, so I don't love that. I've seen nothing, which means I'm probably under or over it.
180? Is that? Yeah, it kind of looks like something, but it's been following us. Oh, okay, maybe it's just a shadow.
Yeah, I see what you're seeing. Let me change heading to check.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's not. That's an artifact of the lighting, the shadows.
Roger. We'll back away again. Here's the, yeah, I think I must have been over it.
Yeah, there might just be a serious delay in how quickly we can provide these guys with the information.
Yeah. I can go back towards the mud mat.
Yeah, I mean, we could start there. Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah,
try
this.
That?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try that now.
I don't think this is helpful.
No,
we're just floundering around.
Yeah.
This is the kind of thing that actually delays the cable there.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to find something.
Trying to get your ROV caught on a cable.
Yeah. Don't want that. Why is this so low? Okay. Yeah, it's pretty stagnant dirt, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oops, I've come off bottom a bit. Sorry about that. Coming down again.
But I mean, it does settle. We saw it with the anchor road. Like it will eventually.
Yeah.
Stop doing this.
We got 50-meter grid there right now.
Yeah, 50
Yeah, okay,
meters.
Roger. Here's the mud mat, top of screen.
All right, it looks like there's been a bit of progress. Oh, you can see the cable now.
I can see the cable, yes. So, let me spin my heading back here. Oh, it's too slow.
Yeah, that's you just bringing it with you.
Yeah, totally. It's the downside of giving her maximum beams at the end of the leash here. Every control I do is full force. So, we got a cable. It's in the mud immediately. And hopefully this is helpful.
Yeah, as expected.
Yeah. Okay. It's likely going to be perfectly straight from here. So I'm going to try lateraling for a bit, keeping my porch square to it. And hopefully we can pick it up again.
I mean, you're 6 meters off, so
yeah,
it's,
Roger, that's not what I want.
It's going to be hard. Although it is, you're probably 3 meters to the dust cloud, so.
Right, yeah. Going back to starboard, reacquire it. Ugh, lost it already.
Is this your snail, 3D snail trail? Oh, there's a starfish.
Okay, that's cable. Barely visible.
I think it's... I feel like we're getting close to it being... I think you just... Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we can... No, I don't know if we can see the bottom or not.
I don't
I
think
can't
so.
tell if
I don't
I'm
think so.
seeing it or imagining it.
Yeah, I get that.
Stop.
Somewhere in that zone, yeah. You're seeing the bottom top of the, you're seeing the top of the dust cloud. It looks like the bottom.
Yeah.
Because you are, you're 4 meters off.
Yeah, I'm trying to get 3.5, but I keep floating up. I got auto depth
But
on.
then you're just entering into the non-viz zone.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what
I think
we're
if you
gonna
keep
be
doing
able-
this though, I think you should just keep doing this because I think eventually we'll
Yeah, roger.
come out of it and then hopefully
Ladder
we'll
link's
pick it
boosting
up.
me up pretty good. I don't know why. I like come off the lats to go back down and then I need this max V to be like, oh, no, that's fine.
I feel like we see stuff on the bottom. We might just be too far back.
Far away from the cable, you
Yeah,
think?
I think it's forward.
Okay. Do you want to do another ship move, maybe?
You want to keep it going 315?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm able to reach the spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just can't see it.
I don't know.
Bridge nav.
I want to go too forward.
Yeah, I don't want to go much past.
20
Yeah.
meters 315, please. Thank you.
These 50 and 100s, those are the anticipated cable.
Yeah,
Route?
that's on 315
Best
from our
guess. Okay.
yeah mud mat target.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay right on it. See if I can
Yeah,
see
I don't
anything at all.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Dag will look for that.
Yeah, I think it's nestled itself into the mud pretty nicely.
This is one of those things, if you wait half an hour, this would be so easy.
Yeah.
What's that?
I think that's
Because
extent of-
they want input for the cable
extent of
itself.
my reach right
So
now.
the sooner we can get them the information, the more helpful the information is.
So they're not, I thought their sort of original plan was once the mud mat was down, they were going to pay out 300 until they got to the second mud mat. and
Yeah,
then
they're
that would give us
continuing
time.
along. They're continuing along this path. I don't know if the 300 is a correct number. That might be an assumption.
Well, far enough to get
Yeah.
the second mud mat started over the process to get that over the side kind of thing.
They're still working on that?
Because that's going to take some time, right?
Hey Dirk, I don't know if you saw in the chat, but Deg says to look for the cable joint and get a coordinate of that. Should
Yeah,
be
so
100 meters from that mud
that's
mat.
we're about halfway to that. Like
Okay.
we're about halfway to the 100-meter mark. Yeah, Josh, I just don't know if that's happening at 300 or 500 or
Sure. Yeah.
maybe if Dag's listening, he can give us an estimate of when that would be, at what distance. I don't know. But I definitely don't think the cable is buried in the mud, so if we can't see it, then we should just kind of stick around till we can.
Okay, I'm holding position right now, just waiting on the ship. Ship move is already called in, but just waiting on that now. But yeah, we did see it actually coming right out of the mud mat, dip in and out of being buried.
Yeah, but I'd be surprised if it's buried.
You don't see any reason to go back to the mud mat, do you? Can we keep calling in ship moves?
I mean, yeah, the one thing we were really looking for is around this 100-meter mark that we're not at yet. We're right at the 50-meter mark now. We're looking for the joint. But
Okay.
we can't. Josh, I tried turning on the multi-beam. I just don't know how to get any kind of picture or information out of it. I'm wondering if we were this close to it, whether it's worth trying to see it with the multi-beam.
Well, you're only going to get like a slice, right? Like in real time?
No, but don't we get a trail? Last time we got that yellow kind of texture surface behind where we just, like where we came from, right?
You'd have to drive with your side to like
yeah,
the
exactly,
cable.
yeah.
Yeah, and I doubt you'd see anything. You're probably going to get a bunch of noise off the dust cloud, but...
Would you? Because we use sonar in sort of Georgia with, and I don't know, I'm just...
It totally depends on sonar parameters, and I have no idea about this specific one.
Yeah,
all right,
I
okay.
don't know.
Yeah, sonar can be great for seeing through dust, but it can also not be at all. And I just don't know.
Update from the cable ship. They're now stopped 400 meters from the mud mat.
Okay.
So, Dirk, I've been holding here for quite a while. I just moved 3 meters to the left, but I've been here for 5 minutes or so and have not seen much change in the bottom. What would you like to do? Keep the ship moving or not?
No,
Right now,
I
the ship's
don't
stopped.
think there's any point continuing along here unless we can see the cable.
Okay.
So
So we'll just stand by?
I think just stand by, yeah. There's
Okay,
nothing we can
roger.
do.
So this thing's not even started, right? It's all up and ready to go, but it's not even, it's not like started to go.
Yeah,
But
and I don't know where...
yeah, it's just more of like a Rennie kind of, in my mind, like I'm not
yeah, I don't know where K2's cheat sheet is.
I'll just break this thing if I start poking buttons.
Just start changing
There's
things.
a bunch of different start buttons. There's
Yeah,
5 different start buttons. Yikes.
Yeah.
Do you want me to see if I can find that cheat sheet? Might be in the data lab.
What?
Yeah, maybe.
I can look it
I
up.
don't know.
Sure, yeah. Go ahead.
Just going to do a quick recap of what's happening for people who are just tuning in. We are still working on the Cascadia cable lay, and so we have dropped an anchor and a mud mat, and we are now waiting for some of the dust to clear so that we can continue on with the rest of the laying of the cable. And some folks are wondering, how do we see without getting lost? And I'll speak briefly. The ROV pilots have a lot of sensors in front of them, not just cameras. They've also got sonar and other really important tools that help them figure out where they are when things get a little bit messy. And once we start laying this cable, we'll be going for 3 kilometers, so it is possible that we'll see some different terrain, though most likely it will be mostly abyssal plain. That's what we expect in this area, though we could see a few variations as we go. Thank you for your questions. We are keeping the chat relatively quiet for the cable lay to allow for the technical tacking back and forth, but we've got a moment here to just say welcome and thanks for watching.
yeah, ship is stopped 400 meters from mud mat. Maybe Dag if you, okay, 1 second. Just,
Sure, yeah, I'll do that. I don't know. I think I'll have to do that out of auto so I don't hunt. I don't know. Do you want to try that, Dirk? I don't know if you copied that. Oh, they're cute. I'm pretty much on the expected line.
I mean, if we go back to the mud mat, maybe where it's settled a bit and just find the cable, maybe that's the way. How far away from the mud mat are we? It's just,
Yeah.
but are we on the same spot?
We
Just
moved
shoot.
the ship away from it.
Okay.
We can maybe reach without a ship move. And if you'd like, we can try that.
I think so. I mean, unless there's something else you think we could try, but we might just be looking at mud and there's no contrast.
Yeah, I believe we're going to be looking at mud the whole lay. Whole cable lay.
Yeah, but I feel like I
I
see
don't know, I
stuff
can
on the
find
bottom,
that.
and if there was a cable.
I think that's in the water column, that white
All
thing.
right. What's your altimeter say? 3 meters.
Okay, so you'd like me to go to the mud mat?
Yeah, if you can reach there
Yeah,
without
I'll
a
see what I
ship
can
move
do.
or get as close as you can.
See what I can do. So yeah, sorry, is cable ship stopped waiting on us? Are they readying their next mud mat now?
Just give a bite on deck. I'm just getting an update from them now.
Okay.
Like that, is that on the bottom? That bottom right corner? Is
Probably,
that?
yeah.
That's got to be on the bottom, yeah.
Want me to go look at it? Get context, contrast, whatever?
One of those fan things. Herc altitude 3 meters. Is that correct?
Yes. All right, here nothing, I will continue on. Yeah, this is some stagnant,
This
friable
is
mud.
not moving.
They did say that they are preparing the mud mat.
Okay, that's good.
That's great, yeah.
Okay. You're talking about what Dag just said?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Trevor, they're not waiting for us. They're preparing the mud mat.
Yeah, because I mean, typically, how long does it take them to get it to where they're point where they're actually lowering? Like, it's a few hours usually, right?
I'm not sure. I don't know how long it is, and I'll ask.
Looks like I'm 20 meters away.
Trying to get a sense of how long, like, you know,
How long we could wait.
How
Yeah.
long we could wait. Yeah.
No, I agree, yeah.
Meters away. I might make it.
Gonna make it. You're gonna make it.
can see it in that camera, actually.
There it is. I see it.
There is it.
Look at that.
Still can't see the cable, but I can see it.
Just look at it.
I see. Just want to confirm that we're not looking in the wrong spot. No. Now I can kind of see the cable in the 180, just like kind of in the middle. I can see a black line.
Yeah.
But it just disappears
Into
right
the mud.
in the middle of the screen right now.
That's not the kind of survey we want.
Not
But the
really.
mud mat area is clear.
Goes in the mud, then out of the mud, and then
In the mud
in
again.
the mud.
Yeah. Oh, more smoke. Line up square to it. Ooh, no, I won't. Maybe I will. Kinda-ish square to it. Not really.
So yeah, if you go try go a bit lower and see
Yeah, roger,
if,
coming down.
if that helps at all. I don't know.
Yeah, so I see it there.
Mm-hmm.
See how far I can follow that.
That buried
How about
cable.
right there? See how far I can follow that. And here we are.
Immediately can no longer follow. I'm coming back down to the bottom here.
I'll update the ship. It's just,
Where are
this
you?
is pointless.
Yeah.
We'll just wait.
Well, unless you were like right there, like right on it.
Yeah, I could try that.
Sure.
We don't have the best flying control,
We
but
have such bad flying control being stretched out like this.
And if that doesn't work, we can just
There it is.
move.
Ooh, I'm over it.
I think
There we
you're
go.
over it. Yeah, completely over it.
Yeah. Oh, takes a left.
The cable ship says that it will be a few hours to prepare the mud mat.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
There we go.
Yeah, we could just sit.
Okay, so we don't have to rush a
We
survey.
can sit and wait for an
yeah,
hour.
let's do that.
Okay, I'm sitting here.
Yeah.
This is right where I lost it. I should be able to see it just top right of the screen when there's no dust. If there's no dust.
Do you mind if I take this computer for a
Go
minute?
for it. I'm in Auto XY, so I'm not going anywhere.
Oh,
Oh, there it is.
yeah. With that kind of timeline, I think let's wait.
Okay. I see it in 180 cam, maybe? Or is that a shadow?
Thought I saw it in the bottom corner there. Yeah.
Oh, you can kind of see it in the main camera.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's that? I thought it was
it's a little trench.
not
Yeah, I can see
kind
that.
of more parallel with the porch front.
Right. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, right at the bottom.
Yeah, right there. Which, yeah, you can see it there. It's just like this weird thing is really messing me up on the 180, like that
Yeah, absolutely.
shadowing. It's like messing my eyes up.
The shadowing and the... We could turn down cam on, or down light on, see if that makes it better or worse. Here we go.
Okay, ready? Oh, you're doing it. Okay.
That's worse.
That's worse.
Yeah, less worse. Well, if I'm doing Auto XY, I can just go to where I find it and lose it, sit there until we can see it, and then keep moving.
Which is, right, this is the part where you don't see it and we wait?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, if we're going to be waiting for hours, there's no point rushing this.
Because I can see it on the right side of the screen.
Anything that's worth, well, we'd have to move the ship, I guess. Anything worth doing back the other area, but probably not.
Well, I guess eventually we'll have to recover the beacons. I mean, I don't know. That's not even on this dive.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to come back and plug that thing in anyway, don't we?
Yeah, there's
So-
there's no rush.
Okay. I can see it in front of me completely. I'm going to step to port 1 meter. I'm going to do another one, actually. Oh, sorry.
Is it doing the lateral thing?
It's just
to
a
you?
lateral thing, yeah.
And it
There
was
we
doing
go.
that to me again earlier. It took me a little while to be like, oh yeah, I'll figure it out.
Yeah. Little gotcha there.
Yeah.
Keep you on your toes.
Like, I'm not moving. Am I getting pulled, or is it just because I can't do it? Or, it's like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's starting to
starting to get a little more seafloor visibility.
I think the smoke is blowing with us, which is great.
Yeah, yeah, it's kind of...
Yeah. That's really what you want. You want it to stick with you for as long as
You can
possible.
see it though. You can see the
Yep.
indentation in the bottom.
I'm seeing multiple strikes of it. There's that one and that one.
Yeah.
I'm going to step backwards a little bit. And more to port.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Smoke
Backwards
bomb.
is what you want, yeah. Self-cloud. That's fine. We'll just push right through it. Okay. A little bit productive now. Love that.
That's a cool stream of the cable ship.
I mean, we're not seeing the cable. We're just seeing the dent in the...
I think then you don't think that's the cable?
I mean, might just see the top of it.
Yeah, the top half.
But what is it that they're wanting to see at 50?
There should be a marker.
A marker.
Every, like at 50 meters, there should be a marker.
Okay. Hopefully that's all around the hole.
Hopefully it was in a section like that, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, we can wait. We don't have to do this now, so.
Well, we're doing it.
like you said, what else would we be doing?
Yeah.
And the strike's pretty good. I'm going completely lateral, and my heading is 4-5, which is 90 degrees out from the way it should be going, which is great news. Lost it again, gonna hold there. Whoa, that's cool. What am I looking at?
I don't know.
Cool. Wow, that was hypnotic. Gonna be doing K2's bidding now. Okay, we got some cable, visual.
Okay, I'll be right back. Give me a second. Continue on.
Trying to figure out who made the ROV on that ship, cable innovator.
Yeah. Who made it?
Yeah,
It's a pretty large one.
it's got 2 Orions. It's got a Sea King.
How do you know that?
I looked.
Oh, what? Oh, really? Not like looked?
No, I tried to look and couldn't look. Just look.
Binoculars?
Yeah.
We have it in our system as the ROV ST205.
Ooh, that's a neat, catchy name. Any idea who makes it?
No idea. I don't think it's as catchy as Hercules, though.
Yeah, but letters and numbers? Oh. ST. Yeah, it's got so many sonars on that thing, like downward facing all those sides, and pretty cool.
It's got that like high pressure water jet for burying cable too.
Oh, cool.
Little plibber.
What?
Plib system.
Does that stand for something?
I don't know, like just big trencher burying the cable.
Oh, nice.
I think that's what they call it when they like water jet the cable into the seafloor. It's
okay.
like,
I think I saw skis. It's got skis.
yeah.
It's not a tracked vehicle, but it's got skis. Okay, I see cable again. I'm gonna step more to port where I can't see it anymore.
You're just following the cloud of the reveal. Like
Totally, yeah.
How far down the cable are we now?
maybe 25 meters.
Okay.
The cloud is totally traveling with us, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, what do we got here? We got a bend? It might have just been a flop while they were placing it.
What's it going?
Looks like it
But I see a
went
bit of
that
a
way.
track.
Yeah, it might.
Trevor, you said you had a lot of buttons in front of you. Is one of them cloaking?
Sorry, caught me drinking water. What was that?
I said, sorry, I said you have a lot of buttons in front of you. Perhaps one of them is cloaking, and that's why the dust is staying with us.
Right. No other ROVs will be able to see me.
Exactly.
Look at how pretty that is right now. Ooh.
Do you think it's a bend, or do you think it's just like a slap down? Because it looks like it's in a couple different places.
That's probably Norbit interference.
Right. It's definitely a slap down, but I can't tell if one of them may be real and is actually a bend, or if it's just slap downs. Not sure. I think I see the cables protruding from the left side there, so I think
and
we're
it looks
okay.
straight there, yeah.
Yeah. Let's do a step to port. We'll find out.
And by cable, we actually mean indent in the mud.
Mm-hmm. Looks like I'm doing a face plant.
Just while we're waiting, we've got some great questions about this sediment in particular. What is it made out of? And it's marine snow that's been falling. And so again, kind of stepping back, marine snow is anything that's at the surface and then falls down. So dead and dying organic matter, anything that then's consumed halfway down and then excreted and also falling down. So it's a whole bunch of sediment and stuff.
Change that to 650 to get it out of the Norbit zone.
Roger that.
It was at 375.
Yeah, it's not super useful when I'm lateraling, is it? An orbit.
No, you're just going along the slice.
Yeah. Really high res of this one particular strip of seafloor. Probably still got cable here. It's looking good.
Seems like it followed the straight line slap down path.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah,
Nice.
I like that.
That's preferred.
And Megan, what is a slap down? I mean, is it literal?
Yeah, like as, you know, because there's heave in the cable ship as it's being laid. So like as they're laying it, if there's, you know, the ship will move down and the cable will move down and it'll touch the sediment and then it'll heave up and it'll lift back up and then it'll touch down in a different spot. I don't know
now we're cooking.
I don't know if slap down is an actual term. I might have just made it up.
Well, if we use it enough, it will become an actual term.
Oh, sorry, Dirk, I took your. I think this is yours. Do you want it back? Okay.
Look at this. We're seeing cable.
We're seeing stuff. We're almost to 50 meters.
Okay.
Yeah.
From the mudbat.
Almost to 50 meters. Great.
Yeah, probably, I don't know, 10 meters left. Less than 10.
And getting closer every moment.
It's looking pretty straight so far, Dirk.
Josh, you mentioned that there's like a sprayer that helps lay it down. Was that you?
Well, they're typically, I don't really know for sure, but typically the cable ship's ROV will have a system to bury it into the mud with the ROV that they have on board, which is a completely different type of ROV than Hercules. It's one that'll either skid along the bottom or track along the bottom, and then they'll bury the cable with this like, you know, like a high pressure water kind of jet that'll push it down, create a little trench, and then the cable will get buried into the mud where it's safe.
Hey, back row, shall we start sliding the ship this way along with us? Are you happy with that? You don't want to go back to the mud mat for anything now that we've found this spot?
No, we're good. We don't need to see the mud mat again for now.
Okay.
Okay, keep going 315.
Yeah, I think just 20 meters is
Okay.
as fast as we're able to go right now.
Bridge nav. Can we have 20 meters 315, please? Thank you.
I think there's a tiny bend here, but not much.
Your mark in Navlinet is pretty bang on.
Heck yeah.
And now we look for the cable splice or something?
Yeah, that's
A
at
mark on the cable.
That's at 100 meters, I think.
Was it 100?
it's at 100. Yeah.
Oh, okay, not at
Roger.
50.
From what I understand, it's at 100,
Okay.
And
Well,
what is that?
and the splice is at 100 as well.
There's a mark and a splice, both at 100.
Maybe the splice is the mark at 100. I don't know if they ended up marking 100, but that's what we're looking for.
I think the splice is so obvious they didn't actually need to put a mark.
Maybe.
That's my guess. I'm placing my bet.
That's what I would guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Why did they splice? Couldn't get a 3K long cable?
The joint will be 100 meters from the mud mat, approximately 6 to 8 foot long orange boots on it, maybe 8-inch diameter. So that's our mark.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, unless there's some tape on there.
Can't miss it.
Oh, Deg is saying you can't miss it.
Oh, I will.
We will if it's buried in the mud.
Trip the ROV over it.
Yeah.
So the reason they have it is because the armored cable itself just comes as blank end cable, and in order to connect it to these pigtails coming off of the mud mats, they do this jointing process, and this is
Oh,
what we're looking for.
Oh,
I
mud
see.
mats
So the
come
mud mat
with-
comes terminated with the BSR
Yeah.
with a 100-meter piece on the end, like a big, like a 100
Yeah,
meter
yeah,
pigtail.
yeah.
Got it,
Got it.
Roger.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, so there's the armored on the mud mat pigtail that gets jointed to the blank
Long
end
cable,
Right.
yeah.
So we're
long
gonna-
cable, and then on the other end of the mud mat is where we convert to the pressure balance oil filled
Right.
cable.
Cool.
So we're going to see another one of those splices 100 meters from the other end.
Roger that. Oh, up. I'm assuming it's 100 meters.
Well, ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ish. Cool. I'm learning.
And
Got it.
one of the reasons we were so tight on the distance with this cable lay is because we had jointed this particular cable previously, and every time you joint it, you lose, and then unjoint it, you lose a chunk of cable. So we lost,
Yeah.
I think it's 6 meters on each end every time you joint it. So if you joint and then you don't lay it, and then you joint and you don't lay it, you keep chopping up your cable.
Why do you have to unjoint it if you don't lay it?
Well, if
Otherwise, you'd have to take back 2 mud mats connected together with 3 kilometers of armored cable on it and store that.
yeah,
Right. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
do they do this on the ship?
they
Yeah.
do, yeah. So
They-
they started it when we called out the cable ship. That's when they started
start,
jointing. Yeah.
So they were doing it on the way out.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nothing like a nice time pressure
pretty cool.
term.
Yeah. So they've got cable engineers on board who,
Yeah.
Yeah, Roger.
and they've got
Step aft.
so many cables stored on the ship, and the cable engineers have to be able to to join to a number of different cable sets.
Nice. Yeah.
And that's ONC team, or that's the built-in cable innovator team?
That's the cable innovator team
Nice.
that does the actual cable jointing.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think it's quite the process.
I'm sure, yeah.
I was on the, what's that cable ship again? I can't remember anymore. I was on a cable ship where they were doing the joining, but they were in a, they made a, we were guests on board, you know, with the RV team. They made a little hut that was all enclosed, all secret. We weren't allowed to see what they were doing.
Whoa.
They were like joining the cable.
You weren't allowed to see.
I was not allowed to see. They were inside this little secret little tent, like
Proprietary
doing the
stuff?
work. Yeah, I guess. I would have loved to have my look over their shoulder while they were doing
Yeah,
it. but
totally. See their methods.
What am I gonna know at the end of that?
It's that photographic memory of yours, Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why can't I remember the name of the? Oh, the Dependable. That's what it was. Cable ship Dependable.
See, Megan, when I need to know how to join something together, I go to this to that, theglueadvice.com.
Oh, that's a good one, yeah.
Tells me how to glue things, what
How do
will
you-
stick. Trevor, you're an aficionado.
How do you want to glue rubber to leather? Use this adhesive. All right, cool.
This to that, I've never seen that before.
Well, as Trevor just said, if you want to glue leather to, what'd you say?
Leather to rubber or glass, whatever.
Yeah, this to that. Not a sponsor.
Not a
Oh,
sponsor.
good. We got a new tab going. Thanks.
What?
I don't want that. I want to drive the ROV.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. Wow, browser extension. Good. New changes. Cool.
Some folks are wondering why we don't just wander off and let the dust settle, but part of movement down here is going to stir up more dust. We also need to be really careful about where the ships are, and we don't want to be dragging Atalanta or Hercules around with the ship.
Let's do 20 more meters. Please.
Okay.
That's going to add a layer of complexity we simply don't need.
Can we have another 20 meters 315, please? Thank you.
And it might look boring, but it's actually quite important that we survey the cable so that if there's any twists or turns in it, we're taking a note of it. And in order for the cable ship to be able to plug the correct laying information into their software, they need positions every 100 meters to keep updating their software.
But I do think that later on in this expedition, we will have all that opportunity to check out biology and all sorts of other cool stuff.
We have all the sites with all the things.
Yes, yes.
And this is the only cable A.
This is the only cable A.
Yeah, so soak it in.
Soak it in.
You don't get this every cruise.
It's true. What a treat.
Think of it as changing the channel from biology to engineering.
Do you think they do time trials on the cable innovator? Like, you have to be able to splice this cable in this amount of time? Or, like, do you think they do that for fun?
I'm not.
Depends on the personalities on board, I bet.
Probably, maybe.
Sometimes it's fun to have competition.
May I ask, actually, the anchor seemed to be very purposefully designed. Does that shape contribute to its grip on the seafloor? Like, would you use a different shaped anchor on a different seafloor?
Which anchor?
The one that we were all excited that it had bitten in, and it was like a white...
The cute anchor?
The cute anchor.
It wasn't cute. It was huge.
Dirk, we
What?
established this. It's cute.
No,
Just
we
like
put
an
the lasers on it. It was massive.
It was
huge and cute.
very functional, and it did its job exactly as you predicted.
It was hugely cute.
Elephants are huge and cute.
That's what I said, yeah.
Yeah, definitely there are different anchors suited for different kind of seabeds. Some of them are great for mud. The claw anchor, I think, is kind of mediocre at everything.
So this was a claw anchor?
It's a claw anchor, yeah.
Okay, interesting. I don't know, it looked pretty dramatic when it grabbed that seafloor. Like, that was we were a little iffy at first, and then it was like, nope, I know what my job is. Seafloor.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's 50 kilograms, so it's a big anchor.
That is true, yeah.
You get anchors like Danforth that are cheap and light,
Mm-hmm.
and they grab really well in this, but as soon as you got any kind of like rocky, pebbly substrate, they can get jammed up and not bite at all. So they get fouled easy by like kelp or seagrass or something like this.
I see. There was a bunch of kelp off the side of the boat that did a fabulous impression of a mola mola. I had to go get my binoculars.